I was wondering if beyond direct incentives, like the examples you gave where people were paid a certain amount of money, do you think that in more subtle situations, people can be convinced that something is in their self-interest? Or do you think that if we don't inherently realize it, we won't go towards that direction? Like something like educating girls in the developing world is actually in the self-interest of the developed world, something like that.
Okay, it's a very good question, and don't let me forget to specifically address the educating girls part of it. In my models, people are persuaded either by carrots or by sticks. That is, it doesn't have to be money, but they are persuaded that something is in their interest because their welfare is enhanced. Or they are persuaded to change their behavior because their welfare will be substantially diminished if they don't. They'll be coerced, bullied, whatever, or they'll be rewarded in some way. So now let's take the question of educating girls. A topic addressed at great length, by the way, in The Logic of Political Survival. So you have made a leap. I apologize, I'm a blunt person. You have made a leap that is a very common leap that I believe is a fundamental error. The leap you have made is that it is in the country's interest, and therefore, once the leaders come to understand that, they will do it. Leaders are interested in keeping their jobs. And it is not necessarily the case that what is good for the country is good for the leader. No question, educating women, educating the whole population is good for the country. It is generally, for non-democratic leaders, not good for them. Why? So you want a population that is educated enough, literate, basic education, primary education, educated enough so that they can be productive workers who can generate tax revenue or expropriation by the government that keeps the leaders comfortable. But you don't want people so well educated that they might create a counter-elite who might become a threat to your political power. And when the higher the level of education that people have, the more that risk exists. So if we look at the third world and we see in non-democratic societies who gets to go to secondary school, who gets to go to university, they're constantly filtering out on families loyal to the regime. So educating women, good for the economy of the society, good for lots of aspects of the society, often not good for the leaders. Therefore, they don't do it.